Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So in this video we're going to be looking at the latest update from RetroGames regarding the full-size Amiga. Now this was supposed to be getting released Q1 2025. Now it's pretty obvious now that we're near the end of this quarter and it's not going to happen. And they've given an update to why. Basically there's some legal disputes between Hyperion Entertainment and the Amiga parties that are preventing them from proceeding with the manufacturing of the full-size version of the A500 Mini, which is a little bit of a shame. It's obviously stopping things from happening, and it's not entirely clear if this will even get resolved. So we've got Amiga and Cloanto, who are basically supporting RetroGames throughout all the development of these mini consoles, and they're trying to obviously resolve this legal situation which is stopping the manufacturing of these full-size Amigas, which is, interestingly enough, it's going to be entitled the A1200, which is obviously the later version of the Amiga, which is, I guess would make sense because it's a lot smaller than manufacturing a full-size A500, which was obviously quite large. So I guess to make it a little bit cheaper it would make more sense to be the A1200, but when we're going to get that, it's hard to say. They'll obviously keep us updated on what's going to happen, but it could go on for quite some time, so I wouldn't hold your breath for the full-size version yet. Hopefully they'll resolve it quickly, but it's not entirely sure. I guess now that they've given this update, it's quite clear that there's problems behind the scene that they cannot resolve. Fingers crossed they get it resolved, but that is a little bit of a shame. I would certainly love to get a full-size Amiga. I never really had one back in the day, so getting the mini console was fantastic, but I think getting my hands on a full-size version would be pretty cool, especially a sort of modernised version of it. So if you remember, RetroGames did release a sort of timeline of all their products that were upcoming. This hasn't really been updated. Obviously it says Q4 2024 new full-size console launch. That was the Spectrum that we got at the end of last year, which is actually a really cool, it says a console, but it's like a full-size console / computer sort of thing. But yeah, the new full-size Amiga was supposed to launch in the first quarter of this year, but sadly it looks like it could be delayed indefinitely. Maybe it'll launch later this year, maybe in time for Christmas. That might make more sense, I guess, and hold it back and get that Christmas market. It does also say here about Q2, two new accessories launched. Not entirely sure what that's relating to. Maybe they'll release some details of that really soon. Then they've got Phase 3 announcements throughout 2025. I'm not sure what else they're going to have planned after that. I'm not sure. It'd be nice to see some other things that I guess a lot of people, maybe like a mini Amstrad, or maybe they'll move on to something else completely, some other sort of PC, or maybe even look at some sort of mini consoles, I guess. But who knows what they're going to have up their sleeve next. I've loved all the little mini consoles that RetroGames have done. It's just a shame that we are seeing a delay for the new full-size Amiga. So fingers crossed they sort out their issues and we see that sometime throughout this year. That would be really nice. But I suppose we'll get updates when they happen. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. At least we know that the console, computer, full-size console, whatever you want to call it, is going to be the A1200. I guess that makes a lot of sense. Fingers crossed it does happen this year. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.